Now streaming live, Full Velocity TV begins now.
Well, we kick off that New Year's Eve hangover into New Year's Day, and we keep on celebrating on. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Full Velocity TV here live tonight at the Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. Hang out with the guys over at Third Rock Racing League. First time out for us here at Full Velocity TV with Third Rock, and hang out here for the New Year's Day Bash, 75-lap street stock racing action on tap here, live on Full Velocity TV. Good evening, everybody out there watching us live tonight here. We're on Facebook Live, we're on YouTube, we are on Twitch TV. Phil LaCasse here, along with my broadcast partner, Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton. As always, here on the controls for Full Velocity TV, and thrilled to have Todd back up here in the booth with me tonight. Todd, the first time we come over to Third Rock Racing, an awesome event being put on here, the New Year's Day Bash, qualifying just in the books, heat racing action about to take the racetrack. You ready to fire it up, partner?
Yeah, definitely ready to fire up here this evening. Heat 1 starting to line up down there. We've got a lot of sponsors to thank here for Third Rock Racing here tonight in the fantastic race they have going on here. The New Year's Day Bash going on here first time on Full Velocity TV.
Absolutely right. We're right off the gate. Qualifying just complete. The quick time tonight won by car number 03 of Barrett Bishop, a 19.889. Believe he's getting a $20 reward from the guys over at iRacing iFlag. Gonna thank Jeff Brown, all the guys over there at iRacing iFlag. Barrett Bishop tonight's quick time set in qualifying a 19.889, which puts Barrett Bishop on the pole for heat race number 1. Alongside of him in car number 88 is going to be Dan Guerin. Row number 2, number 34 is Kyle Surratt with the 8 of Tyler Bixilia rolling off here from row number 2. Row number 3 on the inside, the number 20 is Greg Turberville with the number 44 of Ray Richard. And rolling off shotgun here in the 4th row, the car number 76 is Ronald Klein with a 27 car of Dustin King. So we've made the call for 8 cars here in heat race number 1. 8 laps going to be the distance here at the half-mile Eldora Speedway. Top 4 drivers are going to transfer on into our 24 car 75-lap main event coming up here in just a little while. So strap in here, like what we're doing, share it out there, tell everybody. Full Velocity TV, we are live tonight here in Rossburg, Ohio. What is going to be an awesome night of racing. Heat race number 1 on the racetrack in Todd Stanton. We are green for the first time. Barrett Bishop leads the field in turn 1.
And Green down here into turn number 1. Barrett Bishop immediately jumps to the top shelf of the speedway here at Eldora, Rossburg, Ohio. As Barrett Bishop, as we've seen time in and time again on Full Velocity TV, dominating the early portions of a race there. He is really fast. Every time we go to a different league, we see Barrett Bishop up front there, Phil, especially in this street stock division. Dan Green right now running in that second spot. He's in the number 88 machine. He's going to try to track him down.
Sure is. Kyle Surratt, number 34, currently in there riding in that third spot. Kyle going to bring that black number 34 down to the low side, trying to find running room underneath Dan Guerin, racing for second, but it's all Barrett Bishop up front. He's got the field by 5 car lengths. They're going to tail slap that wall all night long at Eldora in these street stocks. Next time around there, Barrett's going to be halfway home in heat number 1.
They're going to be halfway home here momentarily as the 03 machine. You're going to have 4 in. I believe there's going to be 4 laps to go, 5 laps to remain here. So we got still one more lap before we go to halfway here, Phil. But Barrett Bishop starting to go away here really fast. 19.793. That's his best lap of the race over Dan Green. Dan Green ran a 20.192. He is currently running in that second spot. Kyle in the number 34. He is running third. Taylor's fourth. And Greg is in the 5th position. Nope, Ray Richter now into the 5th position. So Ray Richter in that 44 machine, he is up to 5th.
Yeah, put Ray into that 5th spot, but he's got to be in the top 4 right now. Those 4 drivers, Barrett Bishop, Dan Guerin, Kyle Surratt, and Taylor Brasiglio. God, I hope I'm getting that name right. That's a tongue twister there, but Taylor, no doubt. Carver 8, currently in the 4th spot. Next time around here, Todd, we should see Popsicle Sticks come from the starter stand. 2 more trips around here. The Eldora Speedway for Barrett Bishop. Looks like he may go flag to flag here as he's pulled a 2-second gap between himself and that battle for second between Dan Guerin, Kyle Surratt running 3rd, Taylor running there in the number 8 car, currently 4th. But the story is here with 2 to go on the speedway. Barrett Bishop driving away from the field. He's off the exit of turn 2.
Yeah, Barrett Bishop already down into turn number 3, coming off of turn number 4. He's going to be a white flag, white silk in the air here. Looks like he's pretty much got the field covered here in heat race number 1, the New Year's Bash here. Third Rock Racing, and this is what's been going on here at Eldora, right to the top shelf of the speedway. This is where you're going to see these guys start pulling some sliders. Here comes the 34, nice position battle here with the number 88 machine of Dan Green coming down here into turn number 3 for the final time. Barrett Bishop going to pick up heat race number 1 off of turn number 4. Here going across that start finish line. Second is going to be Dan Green. Kyle Surratt going to finish up in that 3rd spot. In 4th is going to be the number 8 machine of Taylor. And 5th is going to be Ray Richter in that 44 machine.
Yeah, put Ray over to the B main along with Greg Tuberville and the rest of the field there in heat race number 1. So those are in the books. We have our first 4 transfers into the A main here tonight. Now we'll roll to the speedway. Heat race number 2. This one's full of heavy hitters, so you guys lock in for this one. On the pole for heat race number 2, a familiar name here on the pole. Carver 84, old E.J. Jones on the pole alongside a Carver 47. That is Lucas Chowning. Row number 2 to the inside. The number 1 car is Alex Brewer with the number 10 of Lon Franks alongside. Row 3, the number 12 is Jeffrey Goodpasser. Good to see Jeff out here with us this evening. Alongside of him in car 23 is Eric Moore. Final row on the field on the inside, Carver 17 of Brandon Bullock, and he's flanked by Carver 32 of William Wise. So the 8 cars have been made for the call here for heat race number 2. 8 drivers on the racetrack, and this one is loaded with guys who we're very familiar with, Todd. You look no further than the front row, you find guys like E.J. Jones, Lucas Chowning, Alex Brewer, Lon Franks, a loaded second row. You guys can take the top 4 out of this heat race for 8 laps, and I think this one may have this one's got some names we do know. This one's going to be fun.
Yeah, definitely. We got some guys in this event that we normally broadcast on Wednesday nights, even Sunday nights over the DWR, Dirt Warrior Racing. So we have some names that we are definitely familiar with. Also guys that have come out of different types of stables like Lucas Chowning. We've heard a lot from him in that number 47 here this evening. Jeffrey Goodpasser, old buddy from NASCAR 2003 there, Phil. So good to see Jeffrey Goodpasser out here in the dirt ranks here at Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. The field is restacked, repacked here for heat racing action. Heat number 2 going to go away here off of turn number 4. Waiting for that iRacing.com pace truck to take that hard left-hand right-hand turn down to pit road, and we're going to wait to see who is going to sail it down here into turn number 1. Just waiting on that green flag. Green flag is in the air, and it is E.J. Jones and Lucas Chowning. E.J. Jones going to be able to take over the top spot. Coming down into turn number 1, Chowning up to the top side immediately. He knew he didn't want to be on the bottom. He is up top. The number 1 of Alex Brewer down on the bottom. He goes up top. He slides up in front of the number 10 machine of Lon Franks.
Absolutely right. I think you're going to see the way of the land all night long. The faster you get to the top shelf of the racetrack, you need to get there. You need to stay there. Make these guys try to pass you down low. It's going to be tough to do tonight here at Eldora as this track continues to run up over the course of the night. But nobody faster right now in heat race number 2 than E.J. Jones. But look behind him. He's got the 47. Lucas Chowning breathing down his neck. E.J. makes a rare mistake. Lucas is there. Alex Brewer's number 1 is there. Lon Franks to the 10. That's your top 4 of the transfer spot. They're race off of turn number 2.
Yeah, the top 4 in the transfer spot. Like you said, the number 10 of Lon Franks holding on to that. He's under heavy pressure from, it looks like the number 23 machine. I'm going to have to see if I can get back there. But the number 23, I believe that's Eric Moe in the number 23 machine. He is running in that 5th spot, so he's trying to catch up with Lon Franks. But meanwhile, back up front, it's E.J. Jones. Lucas Chowning right there nipping at his heels, waiting for Jones to maybe make a mistake. It's not too often that you see E.J. Jones make a mistake in that number 84 machine.
No, that guy there, he's cerebral up front. He is smooth in these street stocks. He knows his way around all these racetracks. He's a king of Eldora here. Carver 84 leading Lucas Chowning off of turn number 2. We're halfway home here. In heat race number 2 as they work into turn number 3. E.J. going to keep it glued up high as why not. You got Lucas right there in the tire tracks. There's almost a fender there underneath him. A couple of car lengths back to 3rd. You find Alex Brewer, then a gap there back to Lon Franks running 4th. He's got Eric Moore's 24, that 23 car running 5th. Eric has bounced that blue and white car off the outside wall, something we're going to get really familiar with here tonight as cars getting that tail up against the wall. But so far, unchanged in the top 4. E.J. Jones takes the field. We're going to be 2 to go, Todd, next time around.
Yeah, I'm going to have that popsicle sticks in the air, and we are popsicle sticks up in the air as we come down the back straight away here. It's E.J. Jones putting a little distance between himself and that 47 of Lucas Chowning. Chowning may have to pull a slider here in the closing laps as they come off of turn number 4. White flag going to be in the air here for E.J. Jones. Jones gets a little bit loose coming off of turn number 4. Here comes Chowning down to the bottom side. Lucas Chowning slide job through corners 1 and 2. E.J. Jones back with a slider himself. Coming down the back straight away to E.J. Jones leading him again. Chowning going to try it again. Down into turn number 3. Lucas Chowning down on the bottom side, the 84 up top. That's E.J. Jones. Side by side battle drag race. Start finish line's going to go to E.J. Jones. Lucas Chowning going to finish up in that 2nd spot. Alex Brewer and Lon Franks going to be your top 4 that make the A main.
Oh, sliders engaged here at the Eldora Raceway here tonight. That was pretty awesome. Great job there by E.J. Jones holding off a game challenge from Lucas Chowning. That was just phenomenally awesome there. Great job by those guys. Great win by E.J. Jones there through turns number 3 and 4, taking that shot at Lucas. Great race for the 2 of them. We got 2 action-packed heats of the books. We got 3 more left for the docket, so I'm going to let my partner Todd take a quick sip of water here, and I'm going to throw the call to him. Why don't you give us a lineup, Todd, for heat race number 3?
Heat race number 3 is going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 300. That's Darren Cole. Outside of him, rolling off in that 2nd position. That's going to be the 21. That's Jim Revis. Revis in the number 21. Inside row number 2, starting in that 3rd starting position. That's the 82. That's Brian Abbott. Outside of him is the 142 of Jason Galvin. Jason Galvin in the 142. Next row back, starting in the 5th starting position, the number 29. That's Tyler Horman. And outside of him will be Anthony Korath in the number 18 machine. Josh Barr are going to finish up, are going to start up in the number 7th position and the number 36. And the 55 of James Haney going to start off in that 8th position. So a little bit of a tongue-tied here for that heat race after that amazing heat race number 2 finish, Phil. Still need another sip of water.
Oh, get a sip of water, Todd. It's going to be a lot of that tonight as things at Eldora. They're going to happen fast and furious as they kind of always seem to do here. And we got a quick one on the docket here. 5 electric heat races, some C and B main action to come, and 24 drivers going to take to the racetrack here for 75 laps. What better way to break in the new year here in 2019? We did it here last night with the guys over at Ram Racing, a 2-hour enduro that took us past the midnight hour. back here tonight celebrating it out here. Who's going to work it harder than Full Velocity TV, guys? Thank you all out there for watching tonight. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch TV. Get those stars, donations out there, guys. If you like what you see, what you hear, want to be part of the show, show us some love here. Stars, donations out there on Facebook Live. We are Green Flag Racing in heat race number 3, and right away it's a 300 car. 300 up front of Darren Cole, leading Jim Revis. Brian Abbott right now in for third, but it's all that blue and white number 300. Darren Cole leads the field. He's off a turn number 4 to complete lap 1.
Yeah, Jim Revis right there nipping at the heels of the 300 of Darren Cole down the front straightaway here into turn number 1. Revis going to try to do everything he can, and I'm going to bet you these guys are going to pull some sliders towards the end of this one as they come down the back straightaway. Now up to third is the 142 of Jason Galvin. Galvin in the third spot in that 142 machine. Fourth is Brian Abbott in the 82, holding on to that final transfer position here to the A main. In 7 laps up, now 6 laps to go here around Eldora Speedway. Rossburg, Ohio's the site here tonight. Third Rock Racing League here, the New Year's Bash here. It's going to be a fantastic race. We're on heat race number 3 here on Full Velocity TV. Cannot say enough about these guys. Fantastic racing so far throughout all the heats that we've covered so far. So if you've missed out the heat racing, you're going to have to go back towards the other end of the spectrum at the end of the race and actually rewind and go back through the race and figure out what went on through heat races that you have missed. But I'm telling you right now, great race going on here for heat race number 3. It is the number 300 of Darren Cole, Jim Revis for 2. Third is Jason Galvin, and Brian Abbott still holding on to that 4th and final transfer position.
Yeah, those guys all sorted out nose to tail, single file here, nothing going in the top 4. All still Darren Cole up front with Jim Revis in the number 21. Doing a great job up front. Jim out there in that Evil One Graphics car. Got to thank the guys at Evil One Graphics, presenting sponsor to us here at Full Velocity TV, presenting sponsor of this New Year's Bash here tonight with these guys over at Third Rock Racing League. Great to see Jim out there in position number 2. Nobody better right now in this third heat race of the evening than Darren Cole's number 300 car. 2 car lengths over Jim Revis, which next time around, Todd, already, we're going to have 2 laps to go.
Yeah, popsicle sticks up in the air here for Darren Cole. He's put a distance in between himself and the 21 of Jim Revis. About 5 car lengths is the distance between himself and that second place running machine, the 21 of Jim Revis, as they come up to get the white flag here. It is Darren Cole here leading this event. So for one final time around here for heat race number 3 for that number 300 of Darren Cole. Jim Revis not, I don't believe, in striking distance here to take over that top spot. He's pretty comfortable in that second spot. He's going to get himself into the A main. Down into turn number 3 for the final time. Revis going to make me eat my own words here as he does catch him just a tad bit through 3 and 4. But Darren Cole going to take down heat race number 3. Jim Revis going to finish up second. Jason Galvin third in that 142 machine. And Brian Abbott going to round out your 4th and final qualifier here for the A main.
Absolutely right. We now have 12 drivers locked into the 75 lap A main coming up here. Look how fast this site is going, guys. It's going to be coming here shortly. So you guys are all tuned and locked and loaded. If you're out there, if you're watching, like what we're doing, share it. Everybody out there, tell everybody it's going on right here tonight. Third Rock Racing, the Eldora Speedway. The New Year's Bash is here live on Full Velocity TV. Show us some love, guys, by giving us a like, a follow, a share, interact with the crew. We'll be here all evening long. And if you love what you're hearing and how you're seeing it, stars donations, guys, go a long way to help us to enhance this product even more. We have a lot of great things on tap and a whole lot more we'd like to get to in 2019. We're all the team here. It's a family atmosphere right here live on Full Velocity TV. And thanks you all for all the support you give us. It has been great on the Airway Series last couple of months, and we are locked and loaded here for now. Heat race number 4 going to come to the racetrack, and this is the way they will come to green. On the pole is going to be car number 442. That is Jordan Casey with car number 02 alongside. That is Mitchell Reeves. Row number 2, the inside. The 319 is David Brewer with the car number 09. Joshua Ely up on the top shelf of the racetrack. Row number 3, the inside. The 46 is Bradley Whiteside with the 00 of James O. Brown rolling off from that 6th starting position. And the final row out here, row number 4, the car number 3 is Mark Jackson, and he is flanked by the 87 car of Keith Haney. So there you have it. 8 drivers going to make the call here for heat race number 4. We've seen 3 really good heats so far there, Todd. They just seem to be getting a little bit better and better. I'm not sure if we can live up to what we saw in heat race number 2 with EJ and Lucas Chowning, but we'll see. Jordan Casey, we know he's a good race car driver. He's going to take heat race number 4 from the pole, which should be going green here. Out of turn number 4, the iRacing.com pace truck going to make that hard left-hand turn onto that pit road, and we will be out there for 8 more laps around, and I get the buzzer in the air. Guess I'm 1 lap too soon. Imagine that. Phil premature on the call of the green. Happens all the time.
Yes, it definitely does there, Phil, and I've even been premature on the green flag here as these guys take a couple pace laps before they go to green flag racing. Heat race number 4 on the docket here. Next on Full Velocity TV, iRacing.com pace truck is going to take that hard left-hand turn down to pit road. We're going to wait for these drivers to put that loud pedal down. Green flag is in the air. It's Jordan Casey and Reeves in the O2 machine. He is running in that second spot as they charge hard down to the turn number 1.
And they got a little bit of contact being made there as cars are moving all over the speedway. Blue car up against the wall there. Trying to see who the blue car was. That was happening really quick. Believe that may have been, was that the 00 of James O'Brown that got moved up the racetrack? That was happening really quick there off of turn number 4. But up front, Jordan Casey is going to pull the field over Mitchell Revis. Got David Brewer in for 3rd. Bradley Whiteside right now. He's in the transfer spot. That's your top 2 laps on the board.
Yeah, Mitchell Reeves running in that second spot in the O2 machine, trying to track down Jordan Casey. David Brewer running in that 3rd spot in the 319. 4th right now is the 09 machine. No, Bradley Whiteside in the 46 machine, that Superflow sponsor machine. Cannot believe I missed that machine out there, that pink and white Superflow. Days of Thunder kind of type of scheme there, Phil. One of my favorite Days of Thunder schemes, too, because it's got that pink and that white machine. It's a beautifully looking prepared car. Jordan Casey, meanwhile, out front there in the 442. Mitchell Reeves running in that second spot, but that's highly contested there between himself and David Brewer. Brewer makes contact with that outside wall. That's going to give the gap about 2 to 3 car lengths between himself and that O2 machine.
That's right. Mitchell Reeves leading that battle now for that second spot. 3rd, you have 3rd running David Brewer. Bradley Whiteside, that awesome 46, definitely has my attention in for 4th. Here comes Josh Ely's car number 09. He is currently running 5th. You know, he's trying to chase down there through the top 4. Bradley Whiteside's got that final transfer spot. It's about 5 car lengths himself. So, you know, rather unimpeded through the top 4. The guy who's driving away is we're halfway home. Jordan Casey's 442. He is just riding off in the distance here. This is a good old-fashioned stroll on a Tuesday night. Jordan Casey laying waste to the field there is about the backstretch.
Yeah, Jordan Casey down here into turn number 3 off of turn number 4. Going to get the popsicle sticks in there. 2 laps to go here for that 442 machine. Mitchell Reeves running in that second spot. He's not contested either. David Brewer about 5 car lengths back between in the 319 machine. Bradley Whiteside in 4th, and he's pretty comfortable too in that final transfer position for the A main. As we're going to get a white flag off of turn number 4 for the 442 of Jordan Casey, looking to take down the heat race win here, Phil. And Jordan Casey has been on a mission here, running consistent laps of 19.8s and 9s there for the 442. So the fastest laps of the night as they enter the back straightaway here to turn number 3. And off of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 4. That's going to be the 442 of Jordan Casey. Mitchell Reeves going to finish up in that second spot in that O2 machine. David Brewer in the 319 going to finish 3rd. And Bradley Whiteside going to finish up 4th in the 46. He's going to make the A main also.
Absolutely right. So we are through 4 heat races. This has been a lot of fun so far. 4 times 4. We have 16 drivers locked into the main event. But we're about to bring in 4 more into the equation here as we have 7 drivers on tap for heat race number 5. This is how they are scheduled to take to the speedway. On the pole is car number 14 of RJ Klein with the number 2 car of Chris Beck alongside. Row number 2 has the 91 car of Tyson Pankow on the inside, flanked by car number 33 of Blake Murray. 3rd row, the 42 is Bob Wells with number 24 of Shane Klassen alongside. And rounding out our 7-car field will be car number 771. That is Brian Neal. So the call is for 7. I think I see 7 race cars, Todd. 1 more heat race to go before we play a little bit of alphabet soup with these guys over here tonight at Third Rock Racing. The call is for 24 cars to make the feature. After this race, we will have 20 of those 24 entries already locked into our 75-lap main.
Yeah, man, look at the crowd on their feet. They have not left their feet. They haven't sat down for a moment here maybe some of these guys are going to chase a beer here before long. You got the vendors up through the stands giving the beer out, handing out the beer here at Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. And we have 6 cars out there. We called for 7, only have 6. Brian Neal's not making the call here in the 771. So it's going to be RJ Klein, Chris Beck, Tyson Pankow, and Blake Murray. Those are the top 4. Those are the 4 you got to watch there. Bob Wells and Sean Clausen out of it just a little bit. We're going to have to see if they're going to make it in here into the top 4. We have 8 laps to do it in. iRacing.com, pace truck down to pit road. Green flag is in the air. RJ Klein gets on the throttle real quick. Down the front straightaway and leads the charge down into turn 1.
Sure does. Chris Beck's number 2 in for second. Here comes Tyson Pankow's number 91 car. He's going to look to the inside there, running for 2 as the 2 car blinks out a little bit there. Not sure if that was me or if he's actually trying to struggle to hold off the aliens in car number 2. Off of turn number 4, race leader is RJ Klein. Number 12 leads over 2 car lengths over Chris Beck, who, I'm not sure if you've seen it or not there, Todd. 2 car keeps disappearing in and out of my screen. That's getting a tad bit concerning.
Yeah, definitely concerning for that number 2 of Chris Beck as he is disappearing here, trying to do a disappearing act. Aliens fighting with him. They want to take him here. Chris Beck is fighting them off and fending those guys off, along with fending off the rest of the field that's directly behind him. Number 14 of RJ Klein currently leading this event. And the number 2 is sitting in that second spot. That is Chris Beck. Tyson Pankow running in that third spot with contestant from Blake Murray and that number 33 machine, that GoPro sponsor machine, all over the rear bumper of Tyson Pankow.
Sure is. That 33, that's a cool looking paint scheme. I'd like to put a GoPro on a race car and check that out. That could be a call for Todd to make an in-car view there. So on flag directing, but up front, RJ Klein's 14 car leading the deuce of Chris Beck through 3 and 4. That battle is raging on for third between Tyson Pankow's 91, Blake Murray in the 33. Right now, those 4 cars comfortably sitting in transfer spots. A big gap over 5th place running Shane Klassen's number 24. Bob Wells back there for 6 right now, as we've only had 6 cars make the call to the racetrack. RJ Klein, Chris Beck, Tyson Pankow, Blake Murray. That's your top 4. Look at that in-car GoPro cam there in that in-car view. That is really cool.
Yeah, Blake Murray right now is running in that third spot. Tyson Pankow now going to pull a slide job on him, going to put himself back up into that third position. We got 3 laps to go this time by. Going to be Popsicle Sticks in the air as we still continue with Blake Murray. Contact there with Tyson Pankow. We're going to get outside here and see the rest of the race here. But a great race going on there with the 33. Great view for Blake Murray there as he pulls another slide job here on Tyson Pankow. Those guys racing hot and heavy there for that third position. You know, the further up, that's the further up you're going to start here of the evening, and that's what you kind of want to do here. Is trying to get up there as they are on the final lap here. As RJ Klein continues to lead this one. Number 2, Chris Beck running in that second spot as they enter the back straightaway here. Third, but it's still Tyson Pankow is now 4th, but third is Blake Murray. Is off of turn number 3 here, off of turn number 4. Picking up heat race number 5, that's going to be RJ Klein. Chris Beck going to finish up in that second spot. Third is going to be Blake Murray in the 33 machine, that GoPro sponsor machine. Tyson Pankow going to round out your top 4 of the 4 that are going to make the A main feature.
Yes, they are. We got 20 locked into our main event here. We're about to roll into the C main, so we'll give that a minute there to kind of sort out, see where all the car transfers kind of sit. But want to take a minute to thank all the sponsors out there tonight for making this all happen for us. Got to thank the guys at Third Rock Racing League. They're big presenting sponsors here tonight. Got to thank the guys over at Evil One Graphics, iRacing, iFlag, Lugnuts Racing up here, Speedway Cams. Got to thank Speedway Cams for coming aboard. The host of guys responsible for getting Third Rock Racing on the air here live tonight on Full Velocity TV. Todd, you got more. I don't have the whole list in front of me. What else am I missing?
I'm going to sit here and re-thank them real quick. Got to thank iRacing, iFlag for their sponsorship here tonight, presenting the trophy here. Also, at the end of that, it's going to be one of those iRacing, iFlags. Also got to thank Evil One Graphics. They're not only good, they're evil. Also, Speedway car cams out there were the official sponsor here tonight. Over the top paints and designs, also another presenting sponsor here of this evening. Also, do not forget Hold My Beer Racing. Hold My Beer Racing, another sponsor. And then Loose Lug Nuts, another sponsor here for tonight, the Third Rock Racing League. Cannot thank those guys enough for coming aboard here. Full Velocity TV. Great racing going on here tonight, and cannot wait to see what's going to happen here in this C feature.
All right, so we have this. What it says is C main on the screen. I believe we're getting kind of like two B mains in for here tonight. We'll have to see. I got top two on the screen going to transfer on. So let's go to our starting lineup for the C main. On the pole is going to be Carver 44 of Ray Richter with the number 29 of Tyler Horman alongside. Row number 2 with 24 is Sean Klassen with the number 12 of Jeffrey Goodpaster. Mark Jackson and Carver 3 rolls off next with the number 76 of Ronald Klein rolling off position number 6. Next up, the number 18 of Anthony Cochran, the number 17 of Brandon Bullock. That's your 8-car C main here, Todd. They're out there. They're under green. We're racing in Eldora.
Yeah, green flag racing. Contact made, and somebody's riding the wall. Spin cycle down the back straightaway there, Phil. Lots of contact being made on the back straightaway. We're still a green flag racing here, I do believe. We're not going to throw a yellow flag here, but I tell you what, lots of contact happening on the back straightaway there, Phil. Those guys going to be relegated way back now. The 44 of Ray Richter out there leading this event by about 10 car lengths over that 29 of Tyler Horman.
Yeah, it was Tyler Horman that got turned around on the 29, as did Jeffrey Goodpaster. The number 18 of Anthony Cochran also got a piece of that as well. That's allowed Ray Richter to ride away up there in Carver 44. Shane Klassen right now in for 2. Ronald Klein and Mark Jackson, your current top 5. All Ray Richter up front. Top 2 transfer on to the A main. He's got 10 laps to get it done. Next time around, the 44 car going to put lap number 4 to the board. So early on, he escaped that big melee there right in the opening lap, which really took a lot of good guys out of contention.
Yeah, definitely did. Loose lug nuts on the sponsor on that machine. So the number 44 machine out there with a huge lead over Sean Clausen, Ronald Klein running in that third spot. And Mark Jackson is currently running fourth. Those guys got quite the distance on the rest of the field as they're running right now. Brandon Bullock out there also, the 17 machine. He is about 7 seconds back already. So 1 through 4, about 2.5 seconds separate those guys. Ray Richter continues to lead, but a battle going on for that second spot.
Good battle there for second between Ronald Klein, 76, applying all the pressure to the 24 of Shane Klassen, running in there for that second spot right now. That's the final transfer into the 75 lap A main, so all the pressure right now sits on car number 24 of Klassen. The 76 car, Ronald Klein was running third. He is around. That may relegate him back to the end of the field here. Sean Klassen going to be able to hold off that position battle for second. We are past halfway. This one has been full of carnage. Top 2 have rode away from the field.
Yeah, Ronald Klein already to the back of the field, making heavy contact with that outside wall, and the wall kind of won here at Eldora Speedway. Tough break for the number 76 machine of Ronald Klein, now already back to that 5th position. So he was up there fighting for a top 2 position, now not able to do so as we got 3 laps remaining here around Eldora Speedway. About another half a lap, we'll get 2 laps to go here as they enter turn number 3. It's going to be popsicle sticks in the air for the number 44 of Ray Richter.
Ray Richter's got 2 more trips around and relatively unchallenged from here. Shane Klassen is now in for 2. He's got 1.3 seconds back till he finds third place running Carver 3 of Mark Jackson. Ray Richter now off of turn number 2. White flag going to go up in the air next time around for car 44. Off of turn number 4, he can see the white flag in the air. 1 more trip around the legendary Rossburg, Ohio, Eldora Speedway. The house that Earl built, it's Tony's house now. And right now in C main racing, B main number 1, Ray Richter into turn number 3. He's going to lead the field through turn number 4. He can see the checker from here. Put Ray Richter into the main event here. He takes down the win of the C main over Carver 24 of Shane Klassen in for 2. Looks like unofficially third as they sprinkle off the speedway here. Brandon Bullock, Ronald Klein, Anthony Cochran. Looks like unofficially they're, Todd, going to be your unofficial top 5. That's not going to matter. Only the top 2 matter. Ray Richter, Sean Klassen. They advance their way in to, I believe they bypass the B main and they go right to the A main. We'll have to take a peek at that, but I believe that's the way we got that working out.
Yeah, definitely the way it's going to go here, Phil, is it's going to be kind of like 2 consies out here tonight. Going to take the top 2 out of those events is the number 3 of Jackson up on his lid there. He was running third, Phil, there. So in that last seat, where they call it the C main, but we're going to call it consi number 1. Consi number 2 getting ready to go to Limelight here. Eric Muller going to finish in the start on the pole. The 09 of Joshua Ely going to start in second. Greg Turberville in the number 20 machine. He's going to roll off third. James Haney going to roll off fourth in number 55. Bob Wells going to roll off fifth in that number 42. Sixth is going to be the number 32. That is going to be William Wise. Inside row number 4, starting at 7th starting position. That's a double knot. That's James O. Brown. His dancing partner to the outside, driving the 27. That's Justin King. Inside row number 5, starting at 9th starting position. That's Josh Bauer. In the number 36 machine, Keith Haney, I believe, is an admin here tonight, Phil, so he's not going to make the call either. But Keith Haney, one of the guys putting on the show here tonight. So Josh Bauer going to be the 9-car field here, going to be the end of that one. So we called for 9 out there. We got 9 here for the second consolation event, going to take the top 2 today feature.
Got to thank Keith Haney, Alex Brewer, all those guys put the work in behind the scenes to get Full Velocity and Third Rock together here tonight. And this has been a lot of fun. Really good heat racing here for 5 heat races. A good C main. Well, we have a B main, or B main number 2, you could call it here, as we're taking 2 consigs here before our 75 lap A main coming up here very, very shortly. You guys don't want to go anywhere, miss any of the action going on here. 10 more laps to make here at Eldora before we get to our main event. On the pole here, as Todd said, the number 23 of Eric Moore, Josh Ely running in that second spot in Carver 09. But right now, those guys are on that catbird seat looking at the A main. You got the likes of Greg Turberville, James Haney, Bob Wells, William Wise, James O'Brien, and Dustin King. Josh Bauer also out there as well, the 36 car. Those drivers trying to claw their way to the top 2 off of turn number 4 this time. I believe we're going to go green flag racing. Green flag in the air. B main number 2 is underway into turn number 1 and going to be led by Eric Moore's car number 23. They're off turn 2. They're singing out single file on the back chute.
Yeah, Eric Moore in the number 23 machine. More contact made on the back straight away there between the middle portion of the pack. Somebody hard into the outside wall. That's never a good sign there, especially early on here in Consi. B main number 2, I should say. The number 09 machine of Josh Ely running in that second spot. Highly contested with Turberville. And the number 20 machine going up to the top shelf of the speedway, trying to get around Ely.
Yeah, Ely's that beautifully prepared number 09. Very bright looking paint scheme. Even I could pick that one out. Greg Turberville, the number 20, right there in the tire tracks as well. Greg trying to chase down Josh for that transfer spot there. But right now it is Eric Moore, 23 car up front, leading this field down the back chute toward turn number 3. Next time around, going to put 4 laps to the board, 4 of 10. So still work to do. Eric Moore so far, all the right stuff here in B main number 2.
Yeah, one of the only 2 guys going to make it to the A feature here out of B number 2. So Turberville on the outside looking in, putting heavy pressure on that 09 machine of Josh Ely down the back straightaway here into turn number 3. That's going to be a highly contested battle, but now Ely putting the assault on the guy right there directly in front of him, Eric Moore, and that number 23 machine. Turberville trying to work over the bottom side, trying to catfish there in the number 20 machine, trying to find something somebody else does not have here. And right now, the bottom side is just not working out for that number 20 machine. He's trying to get something to work, though, Phil.
Well, it's an old racer thing there, Todd. You sometimes have to go where they ain't, and if it's not working where you're at, you got to try to make it happen. And Greg did that down low. You're seeing Josh Ely do that now in car number 09. He's starting to catfish down to the bottom shelf of the racetrack, but I think right away he saw not going to happen there, so he may have to just ride there on the top shelf of the second spot. Right now, that's the money spot.
And definitely the money spot here. The number 23 of Eric Moore running in that top spot. The 09 machine of Josh Ely trying to pull on a pass here down through turn number 1. Gets up alongside of him just barely. That 09 machine cannot make anything happen as he goes out in the middle, tries to work back up high here in the 09. Trying to get around that number 23 of Eric Moore. Not sure how comfortable you got to feel there in that second position. You got a little bit of a gap there between himself and Greg Turberville in that number 20 machine, but right now the 09 machine trying to challenge for that win here, and he wants to win here on Full Velocity TV. Yeah, it might be a B main number 2, but he wants to win here just as well as anybody else, as we got 3 laps to go here. Going to be popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway here at Eldora.
2 more trips around the half mile. Eric Moore leading Josh Ely to turn number 1. Josh going to go back to the low side. Maybe a slider throw there. We're going to throw sliders here at Eldora in B main number 2. Here comes Eric Moore back to the low side of the racetrack. That may open the door for Turberville, the 20 ton. We have a race for that last transfer spot as they hit the white flag.
Yeah, white flag in the air. Tuberville down to the bottom side in that number 20 machine as the 09 tried to pull a slide job there on Eric Moore. Now leaves his door wide open for that number 20 machine. Down the back straightaway, Eric Moore still leading. Comfortable lead over Josh Ely. Ely right now running in second. Tuberville going to throw everything he has at him, including the kitchen sink, to try to make it into the A feature. Tuberville down to the bottom, not going to be had. It's going to be the 23 of Eric Moore, the 09 of Joshua Ely is going to transfer on to the A main. Tuberville going to finish out of the final transfer spot there, Phil. And what a race there is. It looked like the 09 made a costly mistake, able to recoup and make himself into the A feature.
Man, that was a lot of fun. This racing here through the preliminary stages of the event has been a lot of fun. 5 good heat races, 2 really fantastic B mains, setting the stage for now a 24 car field, 75 laps around the Third Rock Racing League New Year's Bash. It is locked and loaded here live on Full Velocity TV. You guys are locked and loaded for the best here, the best in sim racing television. You got Todd and Phil. You guys are here tonight. You are in the right spot here, as you will be throughout the entire 2019 year. Keep it set right here and share with what is going on. So before we get our 75 lap main event underway, as we always do here before feature racing time, we're going to take a pause. We're going to pay homage to the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, the playing of our national anthem.
Hey, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Gotta thank John Stuffy Tardust here for their rendition of the national anthem here tonight at Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. Also gotta thank our presenting sponsors here for Third Rock Racing here for the New Year's Bash. iRacing, iFlag. One of the main sponsors here giving out the trophy here tonight. It's going to be a beautifully prepared iRacing, iFlag. They have some great products out there, so you got to check out iRacing, iFlag. Also got to thank Evil One Graphics. They're not only good, they're evil. Another presenting sponsor here of Third Rock Racing here tonight for the New Year's Bash. Also Speedway Car Cams. Speedway Car Cams, another official sponsor. Over the top paints and designs as these guys starting to roll off. Also Hold My Beer Racing and Loose Lug Nuts. Loose Lug Nuts, another presenting sponsor. Also, we get to use their TeamSpeak here tonight. Thank you guys for the use of your TeamSpeak tonight. These guys rolling out onto grid, Phil. We're getting ready, locked and loaded for the 75 lap A main at Eldora Speedway.
Sorry about that, Todd. Had to wipe away the tears. I see John Tuffy Stardust rise out of that chair, Bob Dole style, and 95 years young, give that rendition of the national anthem. It brings a tear to my eye every time. Love John Tuffy Stardust. Love that anthem. Great times here. Full Velocity TV. We are locked and loaded here. A 24-car feature event. What do you say there, Todd? Old school Full Velocity TV style. Let's dive into our starting lineup here for our main event.
And now our starting lineup for the main event here tonight is the iRacing iFlag. iRacing iFlag, I'm going to say, pace car going to come down on the pit road. We're already Green Flag Racing. Forget the starting lineup here tonight, Phil, as we're already Green Flag Racing.
Screw it. It's New Year's. We're hungover. We drank last night. We're here partying tonight here. It's a New Year's bash at the Eldora Speedway. Barrett Bishop, E.J. Jones lead the field through turn number 1 and 2 on lap number 1.
Wow.
Give it to the 03 car up front. Contact there for third on back, and we have caution on the speedway. Shake off the hangover, Todd. Caution, caution, caution. Go back and show us what happened here as this broke out from about position 5 on back, almost a parking lot there through the back stretch of the Eldora Speedway. So caution flag here on the opening lap of the race. Lap number 2 of 75 up on the board. It's going to happen quick. It has been happening here quick all night long. We're under green, or under caution. Whatever color flag it is. Take it away, Todd.
It looked like it's going to involve some of the other drivers out there, Phil. Now, I'm trying to get back there, trying to see who it was involving here. Just going through the field. It's a rather tough here tonight to pick out which driver it was here. I believe it was number 66, the 319 of David Brewer involved there. Just briefly got to see that one out of the corner of my eyes. Yellow flag going to fly here, Phil. So not quite prepared here for the instant replay, but a lot of carnage towards the back of the field.
Sure was, and I was prepared here on the lineup. I actually got to make the transition here to the anthem. Had to wipe the eyes, had to get a drink of water. Got away from me quick there, that 2 minutes. So I apologize for the pause and a delay, but we can say we got likes. So say E.J. Jones out with the race lead over Barrett Bishop. The number 300 of Derek Cole in for third with R.J. Klein and Jordan Casey, your current top 5. Lucas Chowning is 6th, but Chris Beck in 7th. Mitchell Reeves is 8th. Jim Revis is 9th. Kyle Surratt makes up our top 10. Taylor Burchella running at 11th with Jason Galvin in 12th. Lon Franks is 13th. Tyson Pankow 14th. Alex Brewer, he runs the number 1 car in position number 15. 16th, we find Bradley Whiteside with a 33 car of Blake Murray, the 88 of Dan Guerin, the 44 of Ray Richer, and Brian Abbott's number 82. That's your current top 20 with Eric Moore, Shane Klassen, Josh Ely, and David Brewer making up our 24 car main event. Off of turn number 4, we're going to restart. We're back to Green Flag Racing on lap 5.
And Barrett Bishop going to lead them down into turn number 1. E.J. Jones going to be in that second spot. Darren Cole running in that third spot. That's a 300 machine, the number 14. Up to 4th, that is R.J. Klein and Jordan Casey. And that 442 diving down the bottom. 3-1 coming through turns 3 and 4. The 442 of Jordan Casey down on the bottom side. The 300 up top. And the meat in between the sandwich is the number 14 of R.J. Klein. He gets a little upset there and gets drop kicked back to that 5th spot. Jordan Casey, meanwhile, goes up into 4th in that 442.
Well, RJ got kicked out of there like dollar store ham through that middle lane off of turn number 4, but he's going to try to come back to the middle. They're back to 3 wide. Cole's 300 up top. You got Jordan Casey down low in the 442. He is digging. Great battle for third. Jordan making it happen. Give that third spot to Darren Cole as they work down the front straightaway.
Yeah, Darren Cole holding on to that third spot, transitioning, trying to diamond the corner through 3 and 4 in that number 300 machine. The 14 drifts way up the track. R.J. Klein, the 442, and Jordan Casey now into the 4th. He slides up in there and is able to hold on to that 4th spot. So these guys contact made. Jordan Casey a little bit sideways off the bumper of the 14 machine. Here comes Lucas Chowning down to the bottom in that number 47 machine, trying to chug it along down there in that mellow yellow sponsored machine off of turn number 4. He's trying to put himself into 4th.
He sure is. 47 car digging down low there. That mellow yellow machine trying to work his way under Jordan Casey's 442. Battling for that 4th spot. You see Lucas down low. Also in the mix, R.J. Klein's 14 car. Chris Beck on the outside of that one in car number 2. Good race going on for 4th on back. Up front, it is still right where we left it. Barrett Bishop and E.J. Jones, they're pulling away from the field. Darren Cole running 3rd. The racing action starts around that 4th spot, Todd, where Jordan Casey, he's got a mirror full of hungry race car drivers right behind him.
Yeah, Jordan Casey right now has Lucas Chowning and the number 14 of R.J. Klein. Don't count out that number 2 of Chris Beck. He's back there into the fray too. as Jordan Casey has to be looking up and saying, man, how am I going to keep these guys at bay? They're going rather quick here. And around the top shelf of the Speedway, the 442, Jordan Casey's trying to stay up there. He knows that's the quickest way around right now. Up on the cushion there, banging the outside wall almost just a little bit with the 442. Now he transitions back down to the middle groove, tries to go onto the assault of the guy right there directly in front of him. That's the number 300 of Darren Cole. Cole right now running in third, the 442 of Jordan Casey wants it. He's trying to track him down.
What we see Jordan Casey making time on that low side. He'll try to dive to the bottom of the racetrack once again. Here comes the 442 underneath the 300 of Darren Cole. They'll run side by side down the front stretch of turn number 1. Jordan drives it deep into the corner. Looks like he'll make the pass stick. Darren Cole bounces off the outside wall. Slider engaged. Here comes the 300 back to the low side.
Yeah, 300 back down. Contact made with Jordan Casey there briefly with a 300 of Darren Cole. Side by side off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, give it to Jordan Casey for the third spot so far. But that number 300 not going away. Darren Cole fighting down to the bottom side here, trying to get his position back in that third spot, but not able to do so there as they enter the back straightaway here into turn number 3. It's a 442 of Jordan Casey laying waste here to the 300 so far of Darren Cole. There was a nice 3-wide battle going on for the 5th spot on back there, Phil. But now the number 2 lays stake to that. That is Chris Beck.
Chris Beck using that little bit of strategy there, using the inside lane, the outside lane. Car keeps going in and out on my screen, able now to move his way up there to position number 5. But here comes Lucas Chowning. Here comes RJ Klein. That is good racing going back for 5th spot on back. Nothing's changed up front. Barrett Bishop's got EJ Jones by 5 car lengths. Darren Cole's in there for 3rd, or Jordan Casey in for 3rd. Darren Cole now drop kick back to 4th, and it's Lucas Chowning running at your top 5 as they all start, Todd, as this race goes on further and further. Everybody in the top 5 moving to the top shelf of the racetrack. No surprise to anybody at all.
Yeah, definitely no surprise to go up to the top shelf of the Speedway here, Eldora. That's where the cushion's going to be. You're starting to see, I'm watching Barrett Bishop right now, working over the bottom side, about mid to bottom there through 3 and 4. That Mr. Excitement of Barrett Bishop. He's man a few words. If you see him in the podium, he does not say too much, but he does go out there and lets his racing do the work and show what he does here each and every time that we see him live on Full Velocity TV. Barrett Bishop laying a little bit of waste there to fellow DWR competitor EJ Jones. Can Jones catch him here? Can Jordan Casey there in the 442 try to reel these top 2 in? The 300 of Darren Cole still running in that 4th spot. Chris Beck is running 5th. 6th is RJ Klein. Lucas Chowning is running in that 7th position in the 47. Meanwhile, 8th is Mitchell Reeves. Jim Revis running 9th, and Kyle Surratt in the 34 machine is in 10th.
Good racing going on, Todd, back there for that 4th spot between Darren Cole's 300 car, Chris Beck in the number 2. They both keep swapping positions. They're spending more time up on the wall than David Hasselhoff spends in the sand. Those guys keep making contact, making a lot of love with that wall. They keep hitting it anymore. We may have to rent those guys a room. Great racing going on for that 5th spot.
And definitely great racing going on for that 5th spot. Just remember, $175 to the winner here tonight in an iRacing iFlag trophy here tonight. 2nd is going to be $100, and 3rd is $50. So those positions up for grabs. Those are the money positions here tonight. And those guys doing right now, those would be Barrett Bishop, EJ Jones, and Jordan Casey here, riding in the top 3 here. So those guys are the money positions. Chris Beck running in 4th now, trying to track down the 442 of Jordan Casey as he's able to lay a little bit of waste there between himself and the 300 of Darren Cole. As Cole now starting to drop back there about 5 to 6 car lengths of that number 2 machine.
Now, Todd, we're coming up here on lap number 25 at about a circuit away here. That's going to put us 1/3 the way home. We've seen this racetrack all night long get run up here through practice of 40 minutes, through qualifying, through 5 heat races, through 2 B-mains. How much do you think this racetrack has changed at all? The line has been up high all night long, but is all the grip that you normally find up high, is it all gone away at this point? Could we see somebody make a move down low? Could the low part of the racetrack start being a factor for the second half of this race?
Eldora, unfortunately, has been all high so far, Phil, and I think it's going to continue to stay high. Early in the session, if it's really wet, you can see the bottom come in. You might be able to make something happen with a slide job, but most generally, it transitions all to the top shelf of the Speedway, unfortunately, and that's where the racing is going to be. So you might see some guys knock on each other's doors, make mistakes there, hit the outside wall as the right rear tire is going to flirt with that that wall here. quite a bit here through the corners, and those guys running up on the cushion, that's what they're going to do. That's where they're going to make up the most time. But Vera Bishop running a different line there, that number 3 machine up front. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to play out, but I do believe it's going to stay up high, Phil, and you're going to see some sliders thrown.
I think you may see that indeed as we're approached. We got past lap 25, 27 on the board. 75 is the main event. Barrett Bishop leading the field, and Barrett may be a man of few words up on the broadcast booth. Almost reminds you of like a Ricky Bobby. I'm not sure where my hands go or whatever. Barrett Bishop, he's a hell of a great guy. Cool guy to talk to. Really, really fast race car driver. He is just putting it out there tonight here at the Eldora Speedway for the 75-lap New Year's Bash at Third Rock Racing League. Thank you guys out there watching Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. It has all been doing great here tonight. Got to thank all you guys that have tuned in, making that chat box there and monitoring Facebook all night. That thing is alive and well. You guys doing awesome out there. Got to thank Andy Margot. Andy, I know you're out there watching as well. I see my inbox keep lighting up. You know who you are. Thanks for keeping this show going on for us here. Great battle going on now for third between the 442 of Jordan Casey and the 2-car of Chris Beck. Well, is Chris Beck in charge of driving that race car? Is there some kind of, say, Monstar shenanigans happening there? Because he keeps kind of blinking in and out. You almost wonder, is a remote control robot in that car? Chris Beck to the low side. They run for third off of turn number 2.
Fast slide job by Chris Beck off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, the 442. Jordan Casey back down to the bottom side. Slider of his own down here to turn number 3. Put Jordan Casey back to the third spot. Beck now back down to the bottom. High-low switch maneuver off of turn number 4. Side-by-side battle down the front straightaway here to turn number 3. The number 2 pulls another slider here, so they're exchanging sliders here at Eldora Speedway. Jordan Casey back down to the bottom. Man, side-by-side into turn 3. These guys racing like it's the final lap, and it's only lap 32 of 75.
And yellow flag now on the speedway. That great race there between the third spot, Jordan Casey and Chris Beck. They were really laying it out there. We were about to put the steak, the chicken, and the hot dogs on hold here, but we'll put a cap on that. We'll see with that. Not sure where the caution flag has come from, as I know I'm over here clicking around trying to find something to show. I know Todd's down there clicking all the camera buttons as well. Take a look, maybe the 82 of Brian Abbott, Todd, if I have to make a guess. But I could be wrong with that guess as well. I think I saw his name drop through the standings like a rock. So under caution here, I believe the second time in the A main on lap number 34. So quickly approaching the halfway marker. God, how about this dirt racing here tonight? Love dirt track racing out here in the iRacing simulation. This has been a lot of fun. Hope you guys are enjoying the show just as much as we got bringing it to you here tonight, live here, Full Velocity TV. You guys like what you're seeing, what you're hearing? Well, 2 ways to get involved, guys. If you want to get your league here live on Full Velocity TV, send us a direct message here right through our Facebook page, or if you're not watching here on Facebook, if you're watching back on YouTube or watching on Twitch TV, drop us an email, fullvelocitytv@gmail.com. Get a hold of us now. Also, sponsorship opportunities available. We'd love to have you guys out here. Put your logos on your screen. Promote your small business or whatever product you got out there that you'd like to advertise. Contact us here about the same methods through the Facebook portal, Full Velocity TV, or by email, fullvelocitytv@gmail.com. So you also want to be a part if you don't have a business to sell. Stars Donations, Facebook Live. Get those Stars Donations in now. They go a long way. Help us start New Year's in a big way here, like we're doing it with the New Year's Bash at Eldora, which right away, Todd, we're already back to green flag racing. And now 1 car around, it looks like it's Jordan Casey's 442 spun. Heavy contact between him and now the 82 making peace in the backstretch. We go right back under caution. Issues with the 442 of Jordan Casey put us under caution flag number 3.
Yeah, watching Jordan Casey, and I tell you, it all started here, and I'm going to say it started with the number 2 blinking in and out. The 300 kind of got into the back of the 442 of Jordan Casey. Casey then goes up the track, not realizing the 2 has reappeared back onto the screen. Chris Beck, and around goes Jordan Casey, and then a few moments later, the number 28, or the 82 machine of Brian Abbott, into the side of the 442 of Jordan Casey. So tough break for that 442 machine. Hopefully he's going to be able to get everything fixed and get back out there. But, man, it's going to be a long road to hoe from 24th position.
And the call has come out from race control, and I think it's a really good, solid call. Call is for single file, and I think the race server may have been set up single file because I see here through the race chat, I see a lot of black flags having to be cleared, and it looks like they may have set for single, changed to double, and that makes it an admin nightmare. I think the proper call for these guys, nobody getting screwed out of their position. Single file restart is going to be the call the rest of the night here as we learn 38 laps of 75 now on the board as we work under caution for the third time. Barrett Bishop leads the field over E.J. Jones, Chris Beck, Darren Cole, and R.J. Klein, your current top 5, with Lucas Chowning, Mitchell Reeves, Jason Galvin, Jim Revis, and Taylor Brichella making up your current top 10, with Lon Franks, Alex Brewer, Blake Murray, Dan Guerin, Tyson Pankow, your top 15. 16th, we find Ray Richter, Eric Moore, David Brewer, Josh Ely, Bradley Whiteside running in the top 20. 21st is Kyle Surratt. Jordan Casey is 22nd. 23rd is Sean Klassen. And Brian Abbott currently running 24th. One lap down. I believe those guys, Sean Klassen going to get the wave around to get back to the lead lap. So going to put 23 out of 24 cars back to the lead lap. So extended caution flag, lap number 40. So 35 laps to go. A good old-fashioned Tuesday night shootout to start the new year. Todd, we're back to green flag racing at Eldora.
Green flag, and we're racing here once again with the number 3 machine of Barrett Bishop leading the charge down into turn number 1. So 84 of E.J. Jones in that second spot. Third is a 300 machine. The number 2 machine playing the hide and seek kind of game here. Even with the announcers there of Chris Beck. Beck running in that third spot, flirting with disaster with those aliens. His connection issues for that number 2 machine continue to woe here as he's on the rear bumper of the 84 machine of E.J. Jones down the back straightaway. It has been all Barrett Bishop so far here, and we're on lap 42 of 75, and E.J. Jones running in that second spot. Third still, Chris Beck. Those guys trying to run away and hide, Phil.
They sure are. And let's take a trip to the mind of the 84 car of E.J. Jones. We know E.J., a buddy of ours, talked to him a lot on Full Velocity TV, known for those really great parties at Victory Lane after winning here at DWR. Well, he looks in the rearview mirror. He sees the 2 car of Chris Beck, who, we're playing a simulation here. Chris not having the best connection here this evening. That car keeps blinking in and out. We know EJ probably was throwing it down a couple of Michelobs last night, maybe a little bit hungover today. It is New Year's Day. Looks at that mirror, that car keeps blinking in and out there, Todd. What do you think he's thinking? I don't know.
And while we're riding on board, he may have a blinking car behind him, but he had a blinking car in front of him too. Barrett Bishop disappeared there strangely for quite a few seconds there in front of him. So you got to really think a lot going through E.J. Jones's mind there. Not sure what's happening as the 03 of Barrett Bishop just seemed like he dropped through the field there. And again, losing connection here for the 03 machine. Let's see if he reappears here, as he's lost a lot of connection here. He's still not in front of the 84 of E.J. Jones. So here he comes back, just magically back appearing, and it's really weird seeing E.J. Jones here.
I would think that right now EJ probably thinking the world is spinning around me. He's stuck in the middle of 2 cars blinking in and out. Now caution flag for the 4th time going to come out to the speedway, and man, erratic for connections absolutely here as we under the caution flag. I'm not exactly sure. I hear you giving me a wow there, Todd. What did you catch there? I think I saw the 88 car of Dan Guerin may have been around there, Todd. I believe I did see a car pointing in the wrong direction to take us to the caution flag, so maybe something to look at there. Take a peek for the 88. I think you may find something happening around Dan Guerin's machine, but I know you're wowing because of connection stuff. I'm kind of scratching my head. Old DJ, man, I wonder what head his planet is on.
Yeah, not sure. Is watching Dan Guerin and the number 88 machine. 33 of Blake Murray making contact there with the 88. Just slight contact, the hitbox there that goes around. The 88 goes around. No more contact made, though, with him, but he's going to be relegated to the rear of the field.
Apologize there. Just kind of listening through to the admin chatter. These guys, Keith Haney in charge here in race control, doing a hell of a job admitting this race. You're seeing these guys, blinking around the 2-car, the 03. You don't want to penalize the guy. They're doing the best they can to race. You don't want to penalize a guy for a crappy internet connection, but you get guys like EJ there. You get guys behind him like Darren Cole, the 300, RJ Klein in the top 5. You're racing as hard as you can. You see those cars blinking around you. You want to race to an open hole, but you got to respect they may come back in front of you. It's such a thankless job out here being an admin. Keith Haney doing an awesome job as we're back to green at Eldora.
Yeah, 25 more laps to go here, so we're 2/3 of the way through there, Phil. 03 of Barrett Bishop continues to lead. Hopefully his connection woes are out the window there. And same way with the 2 of Chris Beck, as Beck's been blinking all evening long. But we're back to yellow flag already, Phil. Once again, is not sure what brought out this most recent yellow flag. Just watching to see who was involved in that one. Do not see anybody dropping through the field like I thought they were going to, Phil. But tough break for one of the drivers out there. We'll see if we can go to work and try to find this one.
Darren Cole, Todd, the number 300 of Darren Cole was up there in the top 5, and I see him as free falling through the standings. I gotta think something happened to that blue and white number 300 car. Darren Cole's night may have just gone upside down. Todd, think you got something to show us? What the heck happened?
Yeah, on that restart, the 300 tried to dive down to the bottom as hard as he could, and all by his lonesome. He had a little help there from the 14 machine. Around goes the 300. 300 trying to make something happen of Darren Cole. Now relegated himself back to the 24th position, but Darren Cole, trying to make something happen, trying to pull a slider there, going immediately down to the bottom, trying to get back up into position, and just not able to do it. And contact made him go around, Phil.
And that stinks. You get down here past lap 50, you're up in the top 5, you're racing for the money. You don't forget, $175 to the winner, $100 for second, $50 for third. Those top 3 spots pay. You're up in the top 5 trying to make a good run of it. Too bad for Darren Cole. That car went around. Going to put him to the back of the field here as we're single file. Darren back there, Todd, looks like he may be a little bit of an angry race car driver, so I know I've been heated under the collar before behind the wheel, one of these things. I know you're a hot-tempered guy who likes to drive it hard. What do you think Darren Cole is thinking? You got to think he's a little bit pissed off. It's a money race. You got to hold your composure in a time like this.
Yeah, definitely got to hold your composure, and it's something that if you go back and watch a replay, he's going to realize he did it himself. He pulled a slider in there, and it wasn't going to happen, and he immediately went to the bottom side. He tried to squeeze in there. Wasn't going to happen. I'm sure after he reviews the replay, he's going to realize that it was a mistake on his part, and he can be mad. I've been extremely mad at myself more than other drivers before, so luckily we don't have in-car communications with me each and every night because nobody would like to. Some people would like to enjoy to listen to that, but I know some of my closest family members don't like that kind of stuff. So the 03 of Barrett Bishop, meanwhile, still continuing to lead. The 84 of E.J. Jones running in that second spot. Chris Beck running third. R.J. Klein in that 14 is running fourth. And now inside the top 5, Lucas Chowding in that 47 machine. And getting blinking cars here are the name of the game. Connection issues here for the 03 in the 2 machine. Hopefully they're going to iron themselves out. We're on lap 56 of 75. I don't want to see anybody lose a race because of connection, Phil.
Oh, that would just suck more than you know, and especially with money on the line. These guys paid the entryway in. You're in contention here to pick up a pretty solid little payday here on a Tuesday night, and yeah, I'd hate to see a connection lose anybody's race. Barrett Bishop up front right now. Looks like his may have solidified for the time being. Chris Beck in the 2-car running third. Looks like so far he's holding steady here in this restart. E.J. Jones, number 84 car. He's a meat in the sandwich running second as now caution. Caution, caution, caution here back on the speedway working lap number 58. We're starting to run thin on laps here, Todd. We're under 20 laps to go in the main event. And once again, we're going to be slowed behind the iRacing.com pace truck.
Yeah, going to be slowed once again. We're going to have to throw out that call for Dr. Green. And we're going to have to get some elixir for the yellow fever. As cautions have been breeding cautions here late in the going here. The Third Rock Racing stables here for the inaugural New Year's Bash here tonight on Full Velocity TV. I'm going to say inaugural because it is on Full Velocity TV for the very first time. As the number 84 machine of E.J. Jones running in that second spot. First is Barrett Bishop. But E.J. Jones not able to do anything with Barrett so far. Number 2, Chris Beck, has been running really strong. Not able to get up through there. Able to stay right there with those guys. But these guys haven't made no moves. but you got to wait to the final lap. But how long do you want to wait, Phil? I mean, you can't wait too long. If the yellows keep coming, it's going to be the 03 of Barrett Bishop that's going to benefit from that.
You gotta go. It's time to go. If we're gonna have a little bit of yellow fever, as the guys are, in the back part of the top 10, maybe getting a little bit antsy. Guys outside the top 10 may take some unnecessary risks to put themselves up there, thinking, hey, now is my time. I have to make it happen. We see the 8 car of Taylor Priscilla. Looks like his night is going to be done. He's behind the wall. Looks like he was involved in this most recent caution flag. But yes, Todd, it is time to go. Even if I'm a guy like Lucas Chowning running 5th, I see the complexion here changing. Under 15 laps to go, I'm running 5th. I see the money in sight. I gotta make a move to make something happen. If I'm the 47 car, I am gonna send it in huge here on the restart and let the chips fall where they may, because I want to be up there in that top 3. I want to be in the money. I want to talk to Todd and Phil after the race is over.
Definitely is at iRacing.com. Pace track going to pull hard left once again here at Eldora Speedway, waiting for these guys to put the loud pedal down. Green flag is in the air. Barrett Bishop going to lead the charge once again down into turn number 1. EJ Jones going to be in the second spot. Here comes Lucas Chowning, peeking down to the bottom, trying to get around that 14 mission. Gets a tad bit loose there, just Chowning in the 47. He's got to pull back up to the line, and the snake continues on the top shelf of the Speedway.
It's a snake. It's almost a slinky. Almost got Todd keyed up to sing the Slinky song. They're all slinkied up to the top of the racetrack. It comes together. It expands. It comes back together. Expands. And the yellow silk comes back over the Eldora Speedway. Yellow flag back out on lap 63. Not sure will this kind of happen there, Todd. It was kind of coming up together. It's absolute mayhem and chaos in the back. I think it was Bradley Whiteside may was around it involved. Believe Sean Klassen may have got it. It's tough to run there up high. I believe Ray Richter also got a piece of it. Cautions on the Speedway. Cautions breed cautions. Guys are digging hard. It's kind of hard to do there with a one-groove racetrack.
Yeah, it looks like contact between Ray Ricker. Going for a ride is the 46 of Bradley Whiteside. Upside down in that Superflow sponsored machine, and just, man, he went for a ride. One whale of a ride. Looks like contact between him and the 44. What first started there, Richer in the number 44 machine. Around goes the 46. Back up into traffic. The 09 clobbers him and Josh Ely. And the 46 goes for a ride, end over end, just flipping, and ends up on his roof. Turtle, Superflow style with the 46 of Bradley Whiteside.
A Superflow, cold trickled turtle here with under 10 laps to go here. Live on Full Velocity TV. I'm hearing the guys in race control, the drivers talking back and forth. They know they're getting after it. They appreciate all the guys coming out here and being a part of the show here tonight. The Eldora racetrack here on the street stocks. We all know it becomes one groove. It becomes tough to pass, and guys having to just kind of drive it a little bit harder than maybe necessary. It makes for a little bit of extended yellow flags. Everybody hates that. The drivers hate it. The admins hate it. The crews hate it. The fans hate it. The announcers can't stand it. Let's get back to green flag racing here, Todd. 66 of 75 on the board. Looks like the pace truck going to surrender its way for cover toward pit side. Let's go back to green flag racing. Barrett Bishop lays back in it. We're green in Eldora.
Yeah, lays back in it. 2-3 car length advantage over the 84 of EJ Jones, and 2 back to the top shelf of the Speedway. Also of Chris Beck, another machine way down on the bottom, trying to make something happen. Not going to happen so far. All back to the top shelf of the Speedway again there, Phil. And that's not no surprise here. Eldora Speedway, one of those tracks where your outside is going to prevail over the bottom side. But you can pull some sliders, some fantastic sliders, some dirty sliders. All kinds of different sliders can be thrown here tonight at Eldora. We're going to wait and see if EJ Jones has anything for Barrett Bishop, or is he going to sit there and ride? Maybe he has some team orders there between the DWR stables. I'm not sure, Phil. I think EJ Jones is going to go out there and try to win this one, but Barrett Bishop's indeed a little bit faster each and every lap than EJ Jones is.
Yeah, I don't think it's team orders at all. I think if EJ can go drive with Barrett, they're absolutely going to do so. Barrett's a guy, once he's up front, he is tough to pass like EJ. These two guys, they don't make mistakes up front. And if they do, you got to capitalize, and you got to make them jump in their grave while you can, because these are two of the very best the street stocks have to offer. You got to be impressed with the 2-car of Chris Beck running third. He has been strong all evening long as well. That is your current top 3, but here comes EJ Jones, Todd. He's pulled to the back of The 03 of Barrett Bishop, E.J. Jones may make that last bid run for the win here in these closing laps. 71 of 75 now up to the board.
Yeah, E.J. Jones, something coming amiss there on the 84 machine as he backed way off the 03 machine of Barrett Bishop, put himself back into the clutches of that number 2 machine of Chris Beck. Beck right there knocking on his door this time by Barrett Bishop. Gets 4 laps to go here for that 03 machine. Going down into turn number 1. E.J. Jones now highly contested position there for number 2. As the number 2 machine of Chris Beck trying to get to that second spot. And a good battle going on for the 4th position is Yellow going to come out once again. And I hope this race field does not end under yellow. This type of race does not need to end under yellow, but we have 3 laps remaining, and I'm almost willing to bet that's the way it's going to end here tonight.
Yeah, I think this one may indeed be over, as next time around, I believe the call was going to go out for 74 to the board. I believe that's going to put the 2 to go signal from a stand, a yellow flag in hand. I think we may have seen the end of green flag racing here at Eldora. That completely stinks. I hope iRacing gets that right one day. We can institute some kind of a green-white checker finish, because nobody likes a caution flag finish. I wish we could fix it. I know all the drivers out there wish they could fix it. So hopefully one day in iRacing we can recreate a green-white checker finish situation. And then see what we got here. But the field going to work its way, Todd, for one more trip around the Eldora Speedway. The white flag and the caution flag going to go in the air. Going to be a coronation lap for Barrett Bishop, E.J. Jones, and Chris Beck. Look like they're going to be 3 cars in the money. 4th going to go to R.J. Klein. 5th to Lucas Chowning in a really, really good race. This was really a good show. It was a lot of fun to do. Going to thank the guys at Third Rock for allowing us to come over, and, of course, all their great presenting sponsors for bringing us over here this evening.
Definitely got to thank those guys, Phil, and we will do so as we get the finishing order here set, as we still got this final lap to watch these guys parade around Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. Down the back straightaway here for the final time behind the iRacing.com pace truck. Lights still on atop that, of course, as we come down into turn number 3 here for the final time, as there's going to be no excitement here tonight at Eldora. It's already behind them. It looks like the number 3 of 03 machine of Barrett Bishop is indeed going to be Barrett Bishop as they come off of turn number 4, picking up the win here in the Third Rock New Year's Day Bash. E.J. Jones going to finish up in that second spot. Chris Beck, R.J. Klein, Lucas Chowning, Mitchell Reeves, Jason Galvin, Jim Revis, Lon Franks, and Alex Brewer going to round out your 10 cars here tonight on Full Velocity TV. Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio, and Barrett Bishop taking down the victory here this evening.
Absolutely there, Todd. This is a whole lot of fun indeed. Great race for these guys. Barrett Bishop not only going to get the lion's check of the check here with the win, you add that $20 for the fastest lap award from iRacing iFlag. That's $195 Barrett Bishop scores here with a big win tonight here on New Year's Day, the New Year's Bash, the Eldora Speedway. It has been an awesome night of racing. It's been an awesome 2 nights of racing, and we're happy to have all aboard Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV as we move into our post-race show, where we will talk to our top 3 finishers. Of course, we'll send Todd to victory lane to talk to Barrett. We'll run down here. We'll talk to EJ. We'll talk to Chris Beck. But before we get to the post-race, Todd, once again, shout out to all these presenting sponsors tonight. These guys were awesome. What a great event these guys put on. Really a great job. We just wish the racetrack really cooperated.
Yeah, I definitely have to wish that the racetrack did cooperate. Got to thank our sponsors first here on Full Velocity TV. They've been with us through 2018 and hopefully many more years to come. And if you want to be a sponsor here on Full Velocity TV, get a hold of us on Facebook, or actually get a hold of us at fullvelocitytv@gmail.com. Be a presenting sponsor here all season long here, 2019 season. We have a package to fit your needs. We like to give away stuff to the fans, even if it's doing stuff for that, to give away stuff to the fans. That is what supports us here at Full Velocity TV. Thank you very much if you can sponsor us, or star donations. Anybody that has star donations out there at Facebook Live, make sure you hit us up with some star donations and help us do what we can do here at Full Velocity TV. Also got to thank Spotafora Firearms. Spotafora Firearms been a presenting sponsor here at Full Velocity TV for quite some time. And also got to thank Dirt-Series.com. Also CNC Graphics. Also got to thank Evil One Graphics on the R side of things. Now the presenting sponsors here for Third Rock iRacing iFlag. Got to thank iRacing iFlag for putting up the top purse here in the trophy here for tonight. Going to be awesome to get one of those iRacing iFlags. They got some new things coming out. Make sure you go check them out. iRacing iFlag. Also, Evil One Graphics. They're not only good, they are evil. Another presenting sponsor here at the Third Rock. Also, Speedway Car Cam. Speedway Car Cam's another presenting sponsor here tonight. Eldora Speedway, Roxburgh, Ohio. And Over the Top Paints and Designs, a sponsor here that was come aboard here. They got a lot of sponsors here that came aboard here. Got to thank those guys. Also, Hold My Beer Racing and Loose Lug Nuts. Loose Lug Nuts presenting our team speak here tonight, allow us to have communication with the drivers, able to broadcast here tonight on Full Velocity TV. Got to thank Loose Lug Nuts and then whatever else they have done here tonight. I don't know if they gave up money, but a lot of these drivers putting up money. Got to thank the drivers, got to thank the fans, and got to thank everybody out there in Full Velocity TV land for watching this race and maintaining everything that we do here at Full Velocity TV. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. And just communicating with our viewers tonight, Todd, we had a great group of guys watching over here on YouTube as well. I didn't realize we had 20 plus over here sitting in YouTube tonight. Usually Facebook's a place jumping, but both medias tonight were hopping in a big way. Want to give a shout to all the guys that are watching on YouTube as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is a lot of fun. So running down here to talk to our top three, which looks like maybe a top two because it looks like Chris Beck in the 2 car. I don't see his transmission. I hope the aliens didn't get him. Oh, God, let's hope the aliens didn't get him. Chris Beck, if you're out there listening, great job, dude. We hope you're all right. Great third place finish. So that opens the door. You know who the aliens are definitely going to stay away from. They're going to stay away from the 84 camp because this guy here, this guy's scary. Even the aliens don't want no part of him. It is our buddy EJ Jones is running up in the second spot here tonight. EJ, awesome job there, bud. First of all, how you feeling after the party last night?
Yeah, it wasn't much of a party here last night for New Year's. It was just kind of sit around, wait for iRacing to come back up, and once it did, it was just play iRacing until about now 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning Central, and put back a couple cold Michelobs while we were doing it.
All right, so not too many Michelobs, because we were thinking out there, you were out there running second most of the night. You look in the mirror, you got the 2 car of Beck behind you. He's blinking. You look up ahead, you got the 03 Barrett Bishop, teammate, buddy of ours. His car keeps blinking in and out. Did you feel like you were in the Twilight Zone there for a little bit?
I really thought I was going to win the race there a couple of times with the way Barrett was blinking, but he seemed to keep coming back on when it mattered. That's all that matters for him. Awesome job by Barrett and all the guys here that participated. DWR, I think we had 5 guys signed up for it, and all 5 of us made the show, so that's a pretty good deal for our league.
Absolutely right there, bud. Couldn't agree more. This is an awesome night here over at Third Rock Racing. Great to see all our old buddies over here racing. EJ, you know the drill there, bud. A decent payday here, $100 for our second place finisher. That's always cool. I'm going to toss you the mic one more time with the payday in check. I see the grill is already going. The cooler is filled. The girls are down here looking great as always. Let's party, brother.
Oh, yeah, the girls are always looking good. We definitely got the grill going. We got hamburgers provided by Dirt Warrior Racing tonight. Cedar Cove Speed was kind enough. They brought us some hot dogs and some hot dog buns, so, we can grill out as well. Eric Eichstead Motorsports with the wrap. He was nice enough to bring some extra Michelobs for us tonight, so unfortunately, some of us have to go to work in the morning, and, well, I guess we'll just go in hungover. That's going to be the first day back at work. I mean, really, the first day back, you're really not worth the crap for the first half of the day, am I right?
Oh, I don't know if I was worth the crap for the first half of this broadcast, so we'll go with that one. We'll take that as it is. EJ, buddy, as always, awesome job.
I won't be worth the crap the first part of the day, and I'll go to lunch, and then I'll be ready to take a nap after lunch, so...
That is a great plan. That sounds like a plan after the show is over. EJ Jones, ladies and gentlemen, our runner-up finisher here tonight at Third Rock Racing. Great job there, brother. We'll talk to you again here. I think we're back at DWR tomorrow night. We may do this again. More partying. What do you think?
Hey, we're at USA tomorrow night. We lucky enough, we won the Sunday race there. Unfortunately, we're going to have to start last this coming week, so it ought to be interesting tomorrow night.
Get her done and sure. Let her dig. E.J. Jones finishing up tonight there in position number 2. Terrific job by him. Terrific job tonight by our race winner, Carver 03 at Barrett Bishop. He has found Todd Stanton at victory lane. We know Barrett's man a few words, Todd, but God, give him that big, nice winner's check, $175 to win, $20 for fastest lap. That's a pretty cool deal here on a Tuesday night, Todd. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely a cool deal here for Barrett Bishop, and one of my favorite interviews because he is short, he's to the point. Barrett, you're Mr. Excitement for a reason. Went out there, led all the event here tonight. You had E.J. Jones there knocking at your door, but dominating fashion here tonight. And we're getting used to you having podium finishes, Barrett. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, want to set the quick time, one heat race, set on pole for the main. I know I just needed to get out front and try my hardest to keep him behind me. I know he's coming.
Yeah, he was coming. E.J. Jones, you're used to him each and every week at DWR, and you know he's always a guy to fend off here, and tonight you had to fend him off here in a money race. $175 here tonight, $20 for the quick time here tonight, so $195. Are you going to go to Disney World there, Barrett?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Barrett, I'm going to give you the microphone. Thank you. I'd like to thank you tonight. I'll make it short with you. I know you don't like to talk on the microphone, and Barrett, congratulations again on your win. Thank you. I'd like to thank tonight.
Yeah, you got to thank everybody at DWR, Jim Revis at Evil One Graphics, everybody at 30 Rock Racing, and Full Velocity TV for putting this thing on.
All right, like I said, Phil, down here with the winner of the 03 machine, the winner here tonight, Barrett Bishop. Man, a few words, but he's straight and to the point. He won tonight, $195 richer here this evening. Again, congratulations to Barrett Bishop, and I know we'll see him tomorrow night at DWR. But I know we got to thank everybody out here in YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. Back under the new machine power plant again tonight, 1080p at 60 frames here tonight. So it's fantastic to have that back under our control, under our belt. Got to thank everybody over here at Third Rock for everything they have done for us here tonight, Phil. And 2 back-to-back broadcasts here to bring in the new year. Barrett Bishop winning the second race, official race of the 2019 season. Third race tomorrow going to be DWR. Cannot wait to get back to that, see what's going to happen. Then we have another day off. And then back to some more racing there, Phil. So I can't wait what 2019 has in store for us. I know a new website coming. It's going to be fullvelocitytv.com. It is under works, under wraps, almost finished there, Phil. And we'll be unveiling that and all our pricing structures, videos, different stuff are going to be up there. We're going to have some new widgets, some new things that the leagues that use us here at Full Velocity TV can harness and use to their maximum capacity.
Well, we're looking forward to getting all that out there, see all the work that has been going on here behind the scenes, and it's due to all you guys, all the support you give us, the donations, the love you make us feel, the appreciation we get from you guys, the viewerships, the leagues, all the drivers. You all take great care of us. You make it really a joy and a pleasure to do what we do here. Full Velocity TV will be out here in a big way in 2019, and you can bet on that. So we're going to thank all the guys over here at Third Rock Racing. Keith Haney, Alex Brewer did an awesome job for us getting everything together. Got to thank all the guys. So DWR that came over, Jim Revis from Evil One Graphics, Jeff Brown, iRacing, iFlag, all the great sponsors here this evening. Thanks to all our viewers out there for watching here these last 2 evenings. Back on the air tomorrow night, USA International Speedway for some Wednesday night street fights at DWR. Take Thursday night off, and then we're back to it. We go to Har Motorsports 305 Sprint Car Series coming up here on Friday night, getting back to a full slate of races here past the holiday break of Full Velocity TV. So on behalf of all of us over here at FETV, our graphics guy Martin Karch, our buddy Jack Truin, our Full Velocity Radio buddy Jake Keel, who put a new podcast out today. Go give that a listen on the Race Shop podcast. And for my buddy, my partner of a long time, my brother-in-arms, Mr. Todd Stanton, Phil LeCast here for signing up for Full Velocity TV. Everybody, Happy New Year. Be safe. Keep those wheels down. Keep it digging to the ground. We'll see you next time here. More Full Velocity TV. Good night.
Good night.